Welcome back everyone. Today in this online tutorial, we are going to learn about the nouns and their types. At first, we should learn what is the definition of noun. A noun is a part of speech that identifies people, places, things and ideas. So noun is something, noun is a word or noun is a part of speech which identifies people, which names people, places, things and idea. For example, you can see the book in the picture. A book is a noun. So this is the name of an object. It is identifying an object as a book. So the word book is a noun. Noun can be categorized mainly into two different parts. Two different parts are concrete noun and abstract noun. Concrete noun has several types: proper noun, common noun, collective noun and material noun. Before going to any other thing, let us just understand what is the meaning of the concrete noun. What is the definition of the concrete noun? A concrete noun is a noun that can be identified through one of the five senses. We have five senses that we all know. We have a sense of taste, sense of touch, sense of sight, sense of hearing and sense of smell. So if we can feel any of the noun, any of the object by using any of the five senses, that object or that particular thing is a concrete noun. So in short, concrete noun is something that we can touch, feel, see, taste, smell or hear. Anything that we can touch, taste, feel, see, hear or smell is a concrete noun. Here you can see the examples: boy, girl, radio, football, food, bus, train, school, classroom, book, pen, anything. Anything that you can see from your eyes, you can touch with your hands, you can smell, you can hear. Anything you do with the help of your five senses is concrete nouns. Concrete noun. So concrete noun has four different types. First type is proper noun. What is proper noun? Proper noun is used to refer a specific person, place or object. So as we know that noun identifies a place, object, thing, anything which is random. But proper noun specifies that. Proper noun does not generalize anything. Proper noun specifies a thing and specifies a noun. So in short or in other words, we can say that proper noun is a name of something. Name of a place, name of a person, name of a object, anything which is a name is proper noun. In the example you can see John is a smart boy. John is the proper noun because we are identifying the boy as John. We are specifically referring to a person whose name is John. So John is a proper noun. Kashmir is a beautiful place. We are specifically identifying a place as a beautiful, and that specific place is known as Kashmir. So Kashmir is a proper noun. Things you can remember while writing the common nouns are: any name is a proper noun and proper nouns are always written with capital letters. So if a name which is written in capital letter is known as proper noun. Next is common noun. A common noun is a generic name for a person, place or thing in a class or group. So in the proper noun we saw that it is the specific name of a person, place or thing. But common noun is more of a general term for a class or group. So common noun is a general term for an entire section of a class. Cats like to eat fish. In the example you can see cats like to eat fish. So cats is a general term for all the cats. So it is a common noun. Like to eat fish. Fish is a general term for all the fish. A girl rang the doorbell this afternoon. Girl is the general term for all the girls. No specific girl is mentioned over here. Only it is written that a girl who rang a doorbell. Doorbell is also a common noun because it is generalizing one entire group. Now, things that you need to remember while writing the common nouns are non-specific words. Unlike the proper nouns were specific words. Specifically, if you want to mention some person or some place or something, you are using common nouns. But you are using proper nouns in case of specific things. But in common nouns, you are using non-specific terms. You are not specifically pointing towards something, but you are saying a general term of a group. Unlike the proper nouns, common nouns are not written in capital letters. So, proper nouns, when the proper nouns are used, they are always written in capital letters. No matter where they are used, they are always in capital letters. But common nouns are not in capital letters. Unless it is starting a sentence is starting with a common noun, then only it is capital letter. But in the other cases, common nouns are not written. We cannot write common nouns in capital letter. Next is collective noun. A collective noun is a word that is used to refer a number of people, animals or things that we group together and speak of as a whole. So, collective noun is something. Collective noun is a word which refers to a group of things. So when we are using only one single word, but we are referring to a group, that is called collective noun. When we are using one singular word, but we are referring to a group of things or group of people or living beings, that is called collective nouns. For example, you can see an army of soldiers. So, army is the collective noun, because by saying this one word, we are meaning the entire group of soldiers. A school of fish. School is the collective noun, as by saying this only one word, we are meaning an entire group of fish. A swarm of bees, same thing. By using the word swarm, we are referring to a group of bees. A flock of sheep, same thing. By saying the word flock, we are meaning an entire group of sheep. Next is material noun. What is material noun? Material nouns are names of materials or substances out of which things are made. So if a thing is made, if a noun is made of some material, that material is called material noun. As example, gold, iron, silver, etc. So these are few examples of material noun. Next, we shall move to the abstract noun. So till here we learnt several types of concrete nouns. Now we shall be learning what is abstract noun. Abstract nouns are words that name things that are not concrete. Your 5 physical senses cannot detect an abstract noun. You cannot see it, smell it, taste it, hear it, or touch it. In essence, an abstract noun is a quality, a concept, an idea, a feeling, or maybe even an event. So concrete noun was something that you could identify through your senses, through your 5 senses. But you cannot identify abstract noun through your senses. You cannot see it, you cannot smell it, you cannot taste it, hear it, or touch it. Abstract noun is something that you only feel from your heart. That is called abstract noun. So it can be a quality of something, some person, it can be a concept, it can be an idea, a feeling, anything that you cannot touch or feel. That is called abstract noun. In the example, you can see compassion, friendship, happiness, liberty, ability, everything. These things are noun, but you cannot see this or feel this or touch this, hear this or smell this. You just have to feel these things by your heart. So these are our feelings, and these are all abstract nouns. Nouns can also be categorized into 2 parts. As from till now we have learned that nouns can be categorized into concrete and abstract, but nouns are also categorized into countable and uncountable nouns. What is countable noun? Countable nouns are those that refer to something that can be counted. Anything that you can count is called countable nouns. Anything that you can count from your hands by using maths, that is called countable noun. Countable nouns have singular and plural forms. So you can change a singular countable noun to plural noun and vice versa. For example, table, light, chair, book, boy, girl, you can all count all these nouns. So these all are countable nouns, as you can count them by numbers. You can change their numbers. 1 table, 2 tables, 3 tables, 4 tables, 5 tables, 1 chair, 2 chairs, 5 chairs, like that. You can change their numbers and you can also transform them into plural. Chair is a singular form. Chairs, by adding s, you are making it plural. So the thing that you can count and also can change to plural is called countable noun. Now what is uncountable noun? Uncountable noun is the exact opposite of countable noun. Uncountable noun is something that you cannot count. There is no way that you can count an uncountable noun. And also uncountable nouns cannot be changed into plural forms. In the countable noun, you are adding s or es to make it plural, but in case of uncountable noun, you cannot add s or es to make it plural. Whenever you are using these nouns, you have to use only the singular form of the noun. In the example, you can see here sugar, salt, flour, rice, etc. All of these materials, all of these things are uncountable. We cannot count our hair, we cannot count sugar, we cannot count salt, flour, rice, anything. And all of these do not have their plural form. We do not say hairs, we do not say sugars, we do not say salts. We only use the singular form of these nouns, and these are uncountable and unchangeable to plural forms. So that's all for now. That's all for today. In the next video, we shall be learning another chapter. Till then, take care and thank you so much for watching.